So, in the break, nothing happened.
Nothing happened at all.
Let's get back to the other thing.
Yep.
You, as of now, are approaching this large city. It seems to be set on two different levels. The city itself. That literally does nothing. Don't touch my shit.
I was just trying to turn it up
It's
a little
fine.
bit so the mic could pick it up.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Anyhow, seems to be set into two levels.
Yeah.
A lower city and a higher city, and directly in front of you is a gate.
Okay.
Probably about a couple miles off from where you currently are.
Okay.
See that the city is built into the forest. It was sort of a small elevation, but a lot of the area around the city itself has been cleared.
Okay. It's about a mile away from me.
Yeah. As you and your little band of losers call them, approach the city, you notice that from afar the city seems to be white, pearly white in color. Like I told you, sort of a bit like Ministerial.
Yeah.
But as you approach, you start noticing that the white is more of a dirty, greyish white than an actual white. And as you approach, you notice that there's a lot of damage on the outside walls of the city. Not due to war or attacks, but just due to miscare overall. And you do catch sight of a few of the buildings of the lower city beyond the walls.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be in quite a state of disrepair.
Okay.
And then the one building that you see in the higher city seems to be this very, very tall, pretty new-looking building. Seems to be triangular in shape. Can't even make out exactly what it is.
Down with capitalism.
As
Down with capitalism.
just wearing the cloak.
Yeah.
Cool. As you approach the gates, notice that in front of the gates there seems to be no one. But on the other side, past the shadow of the gates, you see what seems to be a small group of similarly armed winter Paladin. These guys are not wearing the mask. These guys are not the assassins, but they are all sort of wearing the same kind of armor with the same patterns on it.
By the way, just to let you know, the cloak is over the top of my many weapons. I have got the summer, the 7 seasons on my back. It is being hidden from these fuckers.
It's on your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on my back with my greatsword, and I think I'll just have my rapier at my hip. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
As you guys sort of walk towards, you notice that these 4 winter Eladrin are sort of armed with bows on their backs and swords on their hip. 2 of them are holding the chains that are tethered to beasts that you have seen before. These are basilisks. You guys are holding the chains and sort of pulling back basilisks, hooded, like their eyes are covered, so they don't directly affect people that are directly passing in front of them. But they are, both of the ones that are holding the chains are holding small sort of strings that are attached to these hoods, so they can quickly just pull them back in case shit goes down.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk up there, calm as you like. I'm just gonna hail and well met.
Do you speak to them?
Yeah, well, just as we is there anyone in front of us as they go in?
Not really. No. They just kind of seem to be watching the gate, like sort of like pulling on the chains of these bastards. They seem sort of restless.
If they don't talk to me, I won't talk to them.
Okay, then they just sort of like they give you a couple. They give you and the other 3 kind of squinty looks, but they just kind of let you pass. And as you get into the city proper, you notice the city. It isn't in a terrible state, but it's obviously seen better days.
Just
the city what would normally be a probably very vibrant and exuberant city, like most Aladdin cities are, seems to just have a layer of grimness over it. Like the few people you see walking around are not exactly hooded or caped, but they're kind of moving with like their heads down, sort of trying to not call too much attention to them.
I'm gonna do the same.
As so you walk around, sort of move. Are you trying to look for anyone in particular?
I'm going to look for somewhere that just sells like rations.
Sure. Give me a quick investigation check.
Not survival.
You don't use survival in cities.
Natural 1.
Make it with advantage because they're helping. The Howlin' Fear is helping you.
8.
8.
By the way, that was a natural 1 minus 1, so that's
that would be a 0. It's a bit tough because you don't see very many people in the streets to ask, and the few that you do see barely stay within sight long enough for you to ask them anything. You sort of ask a couple people. It takes you like a good half hour, like an hour or so, to actually get the information you need, and they direct you towards what seems to be a market plaza on the eastern side of the city. You guys have come in from the north.
From the north.
And for this hour and a half or so, which is when it's getting close to dusk because you guys arrived to the city, you do notice that the first thing you notice is that very few people live in the city. The buildings aren't exactly well kept, but there's something odd about the ones here. The damage on them, the disrepair on them, seems less through time and lack of care, and more through something striking it.
Ooh.
And as you're looking for people, you about half an hour after into the city, you hear these very heavy, like kind of footsteps.
I'm gonna dart into an alley.
So you quickly dart into an alley. The twins and Ortho kind of follow you in. As you peek out, you see the giant, good probably 16, 17 foot tall figure of what you recognize through your earlier years in the Feywild to be Fomorian.
Oh my god!
Giant, bulbous looking giant.
Yeah, I know what Fomorian is.
Wielding this like massive spiked club, wearing more clothing like you'd seen previously in Fomorians. You'd wear like a tattered kind of robe as much as these semi-mutated monstrosities can wear.
Yeah.
So like dragging the club, looking around. You sort of at that point catch sight in another alleyway of two other Latin. These guys are actually wearing hoods, sort of like speaking to each other. You see at one point they sort of seem to pass something to each other secretly. But at that point, the Fomorian kind of leans in like, "Found you." You see their faces just go pale with fear as they try to run. One of them manages to make it out, the other just gets grabbed by the Fomorian. And the thing starts walking off with the guy in his hands. He's just screaming, trying to stab at the thing's hand. The Fomorian is paying no mind to it. Sort of dragging him. "Stop moving or I'll bite your head off." And walks off into the distance.
Can I tell where he's going from here? Because he's pretty massive.
He is pretty massive. The buildings are tall enough to mostly, to the moment he turns around, to block him out, so you can still hear his footsteps. He is heading towards heading east in this section of the city.
Towards the big triangle building.
No, the big triangle building is further south in the center of the city.
Okay, so
area.
east. I came in from the north, so to the right.
Yes, to your right.
To my immediate right. Okay.
Eventually, you sort of the sound grows a bit too distant to hear. But no, you sort of turn back to your companion. They kind of look at you, wide-eyed, somewhat pale.
So we
What's
get
that?
something we don't want to mess with.
Fomorians in a city?
Who knows what he's up to? Right. I'm gonna have a look towards the other alley, see if that guy's... Is he still there?
He ran off and got himself lost in the alleys.
Okay,
That's the first half hour of you being just in the city. After that, you sort of keep looking around, keep asking.
What I was gonna do is after the memorial turns the corner, I was going to immediately tell the guys, you guys look for food and for information. I'm gonna follow that guy and try and follow him.
Why? What?
Seemed like he needed help, man. And I'm just gonna bug it off.
So, did you just run off?
Yeah.
Okay. And you see the three of them kind of huddled and start moving in an opposite direction to you.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna try and...
You're following the guy that ran off?
The guy that ran off.
Sure, give me a survival check to try and track him.
Yeah. A nat 20.
Okay. It's a bit hard since the ground is mostly paved over.
Yeah.
But you do kind of find signs of someone hurriedly running through these alleyways. If you knocked over crates, sort of a little pothole that's just sunk in, has like a footstep on it, and you follow these lines, and eventually you come to what seems to be a dead end. The ground, you see nothing.
There's nothing. Does it look like anything's been knocked over on the way up to the roofs?
No.
No. Shit. I'm gonna have a quick perception check to see if he's hiding anywhere.
Sure.
17.
17. Seems wasn't harassing the thing.
Probably face stamped up there. I'm going to... Yeah, fuck it. Face step up there.
Face step up where?
Up to the roofs. Because, 20 feet.
Yeah, you can use face up to the roofs. From the roof, you catch sight of a few other figures in this northern section of the city. 1, 2, 4, 7 other Fomorians just kind of walking around the city. At some point you see a sort of commotion in one of the areas, and you see the arm of the Fomorian just going up and then down, and the commotion ends.
Oh, fuck.
The Fomorian that took the guy, you can he is not that far away from you. He seems to have stopped and sort of looking down at something. You can't hear if he's speaking. You can't hear him.
I'm gonna tell towards it to see if I can't hear what he's being said.
This is like a couple blocks of buildings over.
Yeah, but if there's any Assassin's Creed style, there's always things on roofs, Javi.
Sure, you want to try an Assassin's Creed style parkour? Give me an acrobatics check first.
Woo! That's acrobatics 13.
13. Give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh shit. Oh god. Yeah, that was 7.
7. Okay, you've never really done this before. You're not used to rooftop parkour. But it's like, okay, psych yourself. Take a running start and jump. You calculate a bit badly. You barely make it onto this first building. Sort of trip over. You step what seems to be a couple of the tiles on the roof on this roof. And slide down, chink on the ground. You see the Fomori kind of like. Do you know keep going?
Can I see from here what he's up to, what he's looking at?
No, he's still a good 30 or so foot away with like a couple buildings away.
I am going to go, imagining I was going in a straight line towards him, I'm going to go slightly off down some other buildings. I'm still going to follow him.
The Fomorian sort of is just still. He sort of seems to be standing and looking down at something.
Yeah, I want to see what he's looking down at.
Sure, give me another acrobatics check. See if you can make it.
Natural 20!
Good, make it.
Plus 4!
Now give me a stealth check.
I'm nat 20.
I'm nat 20. Okay, you at this point sort of Okay, you look around, you get your bearings.
Okay.
You sort of try to figure out if he's gonna do any awkward moves. You get timed just right to quickly. Pause for a moment. Make sure nobody's heard you. Jump a couple more times.
Yeah.
This time making barely any noise. And so eventually you sort of land near the building right next to the Fomorian. You sort of like peek over the edge of the rooftop. And you see the Fomorian sort of like looking down at this Aladrin that he caught. Now the hood down. Seems to be an Ultima Aladrin. But something is very, very off. You see that Fomorians tend to have one eye bigger than the other. You see the big eye of this Fomorian is going to focus down on this Aladrin, and this Aladrin, one of his arms has the shoulder is overgrown and the arm itself has distended downwards.
What?
While his head is kind of like starting to, the muscles on one side of it are kind of like droop down very weirdly. Give me a quick history check. You know what's going on.
Oh my fuck! 5.
You have no idea what's happening, but this Fomorian is doing something to this Aladrin, causing him to mutate brutally and being in insane amounts of pain. You see that the Aladrin are like tensed up, biting his tongue just to not scream out. Fomorian is sort of like chuckling slightly under his breath. Just like the eyes focused on this Aladrin.
This is for myself.
Okay.
This is gonna be a very, very bad idea, but I rolled for it, and I didn't do what I needed to do. So I'm gonna take my crossbow and I'm gonna shoot it in the eye.
You're gonna try and shoot it in the eye?
Cool,
give me a...
And then immediately after I do so, I'm gonna get down off the rooftop into an alleyway and fucking bolt it in as many different directions as I can.
Sure, give me
just to get the fuck out of
an
here.
attack roll with advantage.
Okay. Good. That is, okay. 17.
17. Okay. Okay. This is a hand crossbow,
The
right?
hand crossbow, yeah.
So, you sort of put the tip of the top of the crossbow onto the building.
Yeah.
You fire. At that point, the Fomorian executor like turns in a certain direction. The bolt goes into the side of its jaw. The thing
Slide out, run!
screams and plays.
Get down! Through the alleyways, run! Fucking running!
Give me a quick acrobatics check to land on the floor, because this is like a good 20 foot up.
15.
15. Okay. You only take 4 points of bludgeoning
Cool!
damage as you
Cool!
land and you bolt.
I'm fucking running!
And you hear the Fomorian.
I'm fucking going in all different alleyways.
You hear a couple of buildings getting struck, collapsing downwards. Where are you? We're gonna do a little chase scene right here. If you're trying to give a quick high turn, losing, give me a spell check.
Yeah. Oh, 13.
13. Give me a perception check on this asshole.
Disadvantage, he's in a lot of pain. He's in a lot
Not enough to cause him disadvantage.
Okay.
You dart a few times, you feel like you've tried to lost him, but you don't know the city all that well, and eventually through all this tosses and through all this turns and out and shit, you end up in the same path you started on. So you look back and just standing there with like the bolter like sticking his jaw. He starts chasing after you. Sure, you bolt as fast as you can. The thing is just sprinting after you.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
If he's sprinting after me, at some point I am going to turn around, run through his legs in opposite direction, try and like avoid him.
Okay.
Because he's bigger than me, I can outmaneuver him.
He is a very much bigger creature, and you are in a sort of small alleyway.
Yeah.
So he's running. He's bashing his shoulders against buildings. He's like knocking off chunks of the buildings nearby. He roars after you. Okay, give me a. I'm gonna say acrobatics. You're trying to quickly turn out and maneuvering him.
Oh. 9.
9. Yeah, no. You sort of try. You sort of stumble a bit, and you can't quite catch it. The Fomorian notices it, and the clock just comes crashing down. But he rolls in that one. So he miscalculates brutally. The club impacts right in front of you. You pull yourself back right in the right instant. And then you sort of vault over it and keep running. Morian immediately turns around. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay. As you turn and run as fast as a ladron can, because you're not human. You sort of feel this intense pain grip every inch of your body, but you fight it through and shake it off.
Oh my god!
You only take 13 points of psychic damage, as the evil eye of the Fomorian doesn't deal all the possible damage it could. It's like you stumble slightly, but you manage to keep running. Give me another stealth check, see if you can lose him.
Okay.
12. Yeah, no, you sort of try to lose him. The Fomorian is not agile, but certainly knows the streets better than you. So every time you feel you've lost it, you kind of just turn it away, and the Fomorian is there, barely 70, 80 foot behind you, just barreling through. He's just roaring after you.
Cool! Wish I hadn't wasted my fucking face step now. Yeah, I'm gonna, fucking...
Eventually, through all the commotion, you start hearing these loud horns, like... something's going on.
I am going to attempt to, I don't know this city. I've never been in here.
Nope.
But I know where we came from to get to this area.
You feel like you can make a beeline backwards.
I'm going to, actually, no, there's basilisks at the door.
There are 2
basilisks at the door. I am going to try to, oh, fuck. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna fucking keep running, try and lose him, maybe go through one of the, main streets, try and, I don't know, not blend into any crowds, but make it more difficult to see because there's more people, maybe? I don't know. I know there's not a lot of people.
You haven't seen anything that could have been defined as a crowd in the city.
You know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna go, was there any, open, doors in the marketplace?
You never got to the marketplace.
Oh, my fuck's sake!
And after the first half hour when you saw the Fomorian, you decided to follow the guy.
Oh dear. I'm going to try and run towards, any, while I'm running, I'm going to keep a lookout for any, open doors, open windows, and just as soon as I see one, jump through it. And try and, again, Assassin's Creed 3 it through the window and out the other door.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 11? You're not doing well for me.
You sort of run, it takes a bit, give me another charisma saving throw as this thing starts to catch up to you, sort of try to use evil eye on you again.
Oh! Saving throw 16!
16. That is enough to succeed.
To pass it. This is how I pass it.
You only take 16 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
This pain just grips your whole body as you, but you manage to keep going. So look around, you quickly catch sight of this building seemingly abandoned, with a window at street level.
I'm gonna jump through it, attempt to get out through another door, and then stealth on the other side of it.
Then are you gonna if you gonna try and jump through
Yes.
the jump? Give me an acrobatics check.
Could be a nice.
No, because it's sort of a really quick, like trying to break the movement.
16.
16, you sort of like hit hard with one foot, just propel yourself into the door. There's a very loud, just shattering sound.
Yes.
As you roll into this building, to look around, seems mostly empty. There's just there's furnishings, but they seem to be have been abandoned.
Yeah, but he's gonna fucking destroy the place.
You know, as you sort of do that,
Yeah.
you feel this massive the whole building just shakes as the Fomorian just strikes it with a club.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Come out! I just want to play.
Was the building tall enough to obscure his vision? From the other side.
Yeah,
From the other
it's
side.
like 20 foot tall.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna get onto the other side and try and stealth while
Sure.
while I've lost
Give me a
his sight.
stealth check.
Oh no! 11.
11.
Why? Why?
You jump out. Fomorian seems to just be focused, just pummeling down this building. Eventually, you see it. The club.
I'm still moving. I'm still moving to try and get through it and just try and get past him while he's lost my sight.
You see the club
While that's
punches
sight,
through the roof of the building. The top of the building kind of collapses inwards, and with a couple more strikes, the whole building just collapses down. But the Fomorian sort of like rummaging through the rubble seems to have lost you.
Cool! Yeah, I'm going to, God, I don't know where to go from here. I really don't know where to go from here. I'm going to, as he's busy with that, go through a bunch of side streets and then attempt to get onto, what appears to be like a main street, maybe, and just try and nonchalantly
Sure.
walk
As you're snaking through these
and
side
it looks like it's getting
streets,
close to night, doesn't it?
it is pretty much nighttime. Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna snake through some of the side streets, try and find a warehouse, and then I'm gonna transform into something else. As in another kind of Eladrin, because he's looking for a spring female Eladrin.
I mean, you did have your cloak over
I
you.
did? Oh, so he didn't see me.
You don't know. You had your cloak pretty much over you, so he saw a hooded figure.
Okay. I'm going to attempt. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna try and nonchalantly get back to preferably market. The market. I meet up with my cruises.
You eventually sort of
Meet up with the loser squad.
wind through the streets. So at one point you have to cross this bigger street where the Fomorian was. And you see the Fomorian is kind of like looking down at this group of probably a dozen or so Eladrin with 3 basilisks. They seem to be speaking. Do you try and stop to listen, or do you just keep going?
I'm going to keep going.
Cool.
I'm not going to try and listen.
You just like quickly go past them,
Yeah.
don't seem to notice you.
Oh!
And eventually sort of wind and go to the marketplace where you were pointed. That eventually, as you go into the marketplace, it takes you a good half an hour or so. But eventually you make it out that you seem to sort of move into a different section of the city where the buildings aren't as battered.
Cool.
But now as you approach the marketplace, you do notice quite a few more patrols of Eladrin. Normally 5 men, normally just armor and weapons. You do catch a couple of them that seem to be accompanied by a winter Eladrins with sort of long kind of vestment type clothes, wearing pendants.
Oh, are they now?
But with not much other complication, you eventually make it to the marketplace, which seems to be sort of a sort of largish market plaza, maybe 50, 60 foot diameter.
Do I see the loser squad?
From as you first step into this plaza, no. You see a couple other people kind of like looking through store windows, but nothing.
If I walk past any store windows, do I like see any of them in the stores?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, okay. Just want something good. 2 on the dice, plus 5, 7.
7.
7. Loser squad!
No. So look, you try to look, but most of the windows are mostly just behind them. It's mostly merchandise from the stores, so it's hard to see inside. But as you look around, you quickly see some. Most of the titles are kind of like just shops you have to like look through to see what they're. You do notice a few signs with names. The Tarnished Blade seems to be a sort of shorter building than the rest of them, with a large chimney and just a plume of smoke coming out. You just look around and see other signs. Acorn and Oak, the Ninth Life, the Roots of the World.
Okay.
Those are the only ones that really called your attention.
Alright, I am going to go into Roots of the World seems to be like.
Roots of the World.
Yeah, that seems to be calling to me.
You
For some reason.
step into that. It's a 2-story tall, kind of thin-ish building. As you step in, a kind of strong, pungent smell kind of hits your nostrils.
Bacon, cheese, and sauna?
No. This seems to be some sort of apothecary. 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 Sorry, tongue-tied. Apothecary. You see multiple.
Okay. Apothecary.
You
Needs apothecary.
you see multiple shelves covered with like plants and different tops of unguents, and behind the counter you see what looks to be a winter ladron.
Okay.
And for you, this is the first time you've seen signs of age in an elf.
Oh.
This guy is very visibly old, like wrinkly, like his hair is starting to go from deep ice blue into a more kind of like whitish blue.
Oh, cool.
And as you step in, he looks up at you.
Hello, dearie. How can I help you?
He says in Sylvan.
Hello, I'm gonna say Sylvan, but I'm not just speaking Sylvan. Hello, I was just wondering if you've served any interesting customers today at all. I've gotten stuff from my friends and I'm trying to find them,
Sort of like as you see, he sort of squints at you.
You're not from here, are you, dearie?
No, I'm not. I'm from, do I remember any, like, the name of any, the bumpkin towns that, the boys were talking about?
You do remember, you sort of remember a couple of them, most of them. You remember the name of the place where, Elrathir is from.
Yeah,
So
shut the fuck up about it.
it'd be the Branmore and Earlhood.
Branmore. Yeah, I'm from Branmore.
Yep.
North?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any different people around today.
Okay.
Don't get many of those around here anymore, so I'd suggest you don't stay in the city for much longer.
Yeah, I'm
Take your wares and whatever you want to leave. It's my personal recommendation.
You see, he sort of looks down at the little exposed part of your chest armor. So it's very vague sign of recognition.
Oh dear. Yeah, that was gonna be a plan anyway. Thank you anyway for all your help.
Yes.
Cheers. I'm gonna head off and just kind of tie my vest a little tighter just up here so you can't see it. 'Cause I know what's under there, and it's drow.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
You sort of step out. At that point, a few more people are falling into this market area, and you do see exiting from a sign that says the Ninth Life. You see the three hooded figures you recognize as your companions.
I'm gonna not obviously enough, but I'm just gonna walk up to them and just gonna be like, hello lads. Just hello lads.
They sort of didn't notice you. They seemed kind of worried when you were approaching, but you sort of then that would lift your hood ever so slightly so they see you. Like, oh, Lady Bray. Happened. We didn't.
Things happened.
We heard a commotion.
We need to go. Do you have things?
Yes, we managed to grab about 2 weeks worth of supplies for all of us.
Cool. Do we have any information about weird places? No.
Not really, no. Most of the time,
Cool.
no one seemed to know anything of importance.
That guy noticed this.
You show the drow make armor.
Yes,
Noticed that.
people have been giving us weird looks ever since we came to the city.
Imagine. Things down here are not good.
No, they don't seem. Certainly the Fomorians in the city aren't exactly the most good of omens.
Yeah, no.
We've seen other, what some people would call unseelie creatures around.
You've seen him stealing. Is it glowing?
Yeah.
Fuck!
You see at that point a patrol of
No, like the
No.
under the cloak.
the blade. You see a patrol of allowing kind of like patrol of just passing through the square.
Right, let's.
Remember the sword glows at the presence of any fey of evil alignment.
Yeah.
So you're literally in a city full of those nasties.
Oh god! Right, I'm gonna walk with the guys, try and keep our heads down, and just leave. Attempt to leave. Because, dear God!
You're heading towards the exit of this plaza. You hear multiple sets of like, and you sort of look around and you see the figures of multiple Fomorians.
Oh God!
Standing at what would be the entrances of this plaza, kind of just like, and you see one especially large Fomorian, like towering easily 3-4 feet above the rest of them, and this one is in his hand. He's holding something.
I'm going to attempt to they're not watching us, are they?
They're not specifically watching you. They're just watching the small crowd of people that seems to have formed in the plaza right now.
So we wouldn't be able to duck into an alleyway without any of them
Not without anyone noticing you, no.
I'm going to attempt to be what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loop an arm with one of the twins and just kinda hold
He's
there.
like,
Yeah, just relax.
see if he can relax. He seems to relax ever so slightly. He's still pretty goddamn tense.
Cool.
At this point, the Fomorians not pretty much completely surrounded the plaza.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look in shop windows, like with the hood up, and just kind of like look in, and act like a group of friends and like a couple.
No.
Like looking in through the windows, and as you do so, we're gonna
Give me a performance check real quick.
yeah, so do I get advantage because I have a dude helping?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That doesn't make much of a difference. 14.
14, okay. At that point you also see a couple patrols of Winter Ladrin, who just step into the plaza, all of them with like holding the baskets and on a chain. You see a few of the ones with wearing vestments kind of like go up to the center of the plaza and start like whispering. You see that they're casting spells.
Oh God!
And you see
God!
from the very ground of the floor what seems to be a small sort of raised kind of stage. Just
How do any of the other people seem to be reacting to that?
they're give me a insight check.
Okay.
The few people whose faces you see are just stone cold. No reaction.
Okay. No reaction either then.
Does
anyone seem to be trying to leave either?
Not really, none of them. You see the large Fomorian sort of waits, holding whatever he has in his hand, and at this point you're close enough to notice it's the one of the two that was captured, the one that was being tortured by the other Fomorian, who you do see sort of like at one of the edges of the plaza. You recognize the club and the weird robes.
Okay,
This larger Fomorian just once the stage has been raised and like steps onto it. And probably at this point, the top of his being is a good 25 feet high. Just the Fomorian itself is about 20 foot high.
Yeah. Does anyone try and go into any of the shops while this is happening, or no?
No. Actually, you see a few people kind of like poking their heads out of the shops, including the guy from the apothecary.
Yeah.
This larger Fomorian, you see his bulbousness is even more extreme than the other Fomorians.
Oh.
But this one seems to be mostly because he is extremely muscly.
Oh.
But those muscles are overgrown due to his mutations. His large eye being just kind of looking all over the crowd, and sort of stands there. This one, he's wearing what could be considered kind of regal clothing if it wasn't so absolutely dirty and mistreated. Seems to be the leader of the Fomorians or anything else. Sort of holding the oven, sort of tosses the poor elf and the poor lad in front of him, sort of like hits the ground and crumples. Two of the guards run up and prop him up. Like, see his face is badly beaten.
Oh, no.
He's bloody. One of his legs is pointing in a very, very wrong direction. The Fomorian kind of like stands up and looks around.
You already know me. I am Nuvog, leader of the Evil Eye tribe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're not very creative with their
Not
names.
subtle at all.
Not subtle at all.
I wondered if he's a bad
This
guy.
one, and he sort of like puts one of his foot on top of the other and presses down ever so slightly. The guy winces.
Was found moving contraband, and one of my companions.
And he points at the Fomorian you shot at, so kind of like scratching the back of his jaw where the wound is. He sort of acknowledges the acknowledgement.
Was attacked by one of this one's friends. They are spies conspiring against our king. Now, you know what happens when spies are found.
And the guy kind of like,
Release him.
Oh.
You have
lifts his claw. It's a bit hard to hold the voice.
You have 10 seconds to come out, spy, or this one gets squashed. 1.
What do you do?
Ah.
He's like gripping the club in anticipation.
Ah.
2. 3.
How many seconds did you say again?
10.
10. Okay.
5.
And you see his smile starts to grow wide. See his nasty, decayed teeth, kind of like.
6. 7. Come on, come out wherever you are. 8.
If I come out now, my family's as good as dead. I'm not doing it.
9.
I've been trying to be better, but I gave this dude a chance to run and he didn't do it. So this is his fault now.
I mean, he was brutally mold and mutated. But
No, but he couldn't fucking bullet. I
10.
did. Yeah, no.
Your choice.
The club starts cutting down. You can almost hear it cutting the wind. And you look around, the other formations are like. A lot of the people in the plaza are like. Now, this one you do kind of see them like. Not exactly happy at this event. But before the club hits, the Nouveau kind of like gets blown back by something. Gonna try and not fall off the stage. He just tumbles off the stage onto his back. You see a few people kind of like scramble to get out of the way of this humongous falling giant. Just. Oh, excuse me. I forgot to do this. As you see, so like arrows start flying around constantly. The guards kind of look around. A few of them just fall immediately to the ground. Their necks pierced.
What the fuck?
Some of them are just. You see one of them kind of reel back for a strike before he's struck by what seemed to be a swarm of about a couple hundred arrows just spotting out of the same spot. Falls back, dead.
In the chaos, I'm gonna attempt to get the guy up and get him into an alley.
People start running around, and you see, from coming out from shadows, you hadn't seen them. Other Eladrin, dressed in like bright green armor, just coming out and start attacking the others.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to get this guy up and get him into an alley.
You try and go for the guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and help him.
Sure. Because this is now a pretty intense chaos.
Cool.
I'm gonna flip this map so you can see it properly.
Oh, cool!
And you see in this sort of center area, the stage that has been raised.
Cool. That's
Sort of
nice
on the
stage.
edge of the thing, a few buildings.
Okay. Where are me and the boys?
You and the boys.
Me and the loser squad.
You and the loser squad. You.
Me.
Kai.
Yay, I'm the house ring.
Are here.
Woo!
And you do notice that I'm sort of just the mole down guy is sort of here on the ground. And you do see, because I don't have any, the two other guards there.
Okay.
The Fomorian Nuwok is just fallen on the ground behind. I don't have any huge minis, so you use that one.
Okay.
On the ground, and you do see an array of. I don't even know what to do because there's just too many of them.
I thought he was on the ground here, which is why I.
No, he fell backwards.
No, I'm meaning like the down guy.
No, he was on the stage.
Oh, okay. How high up is that stage?
Probably a good 10 or so feet.
10 or so feet.
And this just turned into a battlefield. These Eladrin just kind of coming in and out of the shadows, just carving down on the guards.
I'm gonna, in the chaos, I'm gonna just bash the two guys next to me's chest and just go, back me up, and I'm gonna fucking go grab that guy, get him into an alley, and fucking help him out.
You've got the loser squad
The loser
right there.
squad!
They're just like, sure. Roll me initiative.
Woo! Woo! That's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay. And that is not as great.
This just sounds like it's the chaos surrounding the striking of weapons. You see that it was a surprise attack, but slowly the guards are starting to gain the advantage.
Okay.
And use that, okay. That is,
What do you roll?
17. No, yeah, 17.
17, okay. Okay, 17. There we go.
Cool. First ones to react are Elriandor. Is Elriandor. So like looks around, confused, doesn't know what to do. Is gonna push back his turn to see what you are doing.
Oh, what the
Huh?
Almalajan did.
No, that's not. Elriandor.
Maybe I am getting...
It's Elliot there.
Elrathir, sorry, oh my
Elrathir
god. I don't know the names of my own NPCs.
Yeah, he's gonna push back my turn until this is 100.
Yep.
Cool. Who's up next?
Up next is...
A figure.
Oh dear.
You see from up here, this sort of tall, you can't really see if male or female, spring Adrian or sort of
the same kind of armor the rest of them, tight leather, kind of with leaf patterns.
Cool.
Fires an arrow, striking straight into that guy. Yeah, that's it. With the longbow.
Turn it down, just the noise, just the battle noise is down a bit more. Because the noises so far are louder than the music.
It is kind of
And
meant to
that's
be the
gonna-
main thing.
I know, but that's gonna get picked up more on the
Cool. That is a lot of damage. That is plus 3 is okay.
See, the arrow kind of hits and then brambles sprout out of the arrow,
He's an arcane archer!
tying around the guy. He can't seem to move, and now it's you.
Cool!
Actually, no, wrong. Now it's Zanu.
Oh!
But he's going to hold his action again
Okay, cool!
to go after you.
Cool. And then it's my turn.
Yep, now it's your turn.
5, 10. I'm gonna take a running jump.
Give me an athletics check.
Yep. Can I do a running jump?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
5, 10. You jump.
5, 10.
You land in front of the guy.
Cool. Fuck it, I'm gonna rage.
You rage.
I'm gonna rage. No,
You tense your muscles, your eyes get bloodshot.
I'm gonna take 2 swings
Cool.
with the 7 seasons.
Yep.
'Cause I know this is an evil motherfucker.
This is an evil winter
yeah,
lion, very much
yeah,
so.
I'm gonna take 2 swings. First one, 19 on the dice plus 9.
Yeah, that hits.
28. And then the next one is a 17.
17. Yeah, both hit.
I'm taking it with two-handed. I should have said before, but
Yeah, you should have said it. So we're gonna stack it one.
Second one hand? Okay.
For this one at least.
Okay. Seven plus. That's 11 plus. So 11 plus 14.
14.
11 plus 14.
11 plus 14 damage.
Yes.
Cool.
So that is a total of
25.
yeah, 25. 25 plus 9.
You carve through him twice. You see the flames erupt from the blade as they strike him, just burning a searing mark through his chest. He groans, filthy traitors! And it is actually, the loser squad now.
Loser squad!
Let's just call it loser squad from now on.
As a free action, actually, can I yell to the loser squad, grab him! Like,
Cool. You see, okay.
yeah,
5, 10, 15. This is Elven Fear.
yeah.
20, and she's last one to get up there.
And you see him draw his sword and
Ah!
strike at that guy.
Lads!
2 attacks. Hit both. Can use his long sword in one hand. Strike both times. That is. Ooh, that's actually a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. 12 plus 3 twice 6, 18 points of damage.
I mean, it's good.
Yep.
It's not 25.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, as you see Zangel.
Kind of reach down, prop this guy. Come on, get you out of here. But that's gonna be the rest of the action. Now
Cool.
it is the 2 enemy
Cool.
20s. One's gonna put 2. One you see him draw a short sword. I'm gonna put 2 attacks into you.
Fucking do it.
One of them's a nat 1.
No!
5. If you want to react to that one.
React. Can I take a swing as a reaction?
No, it has to be something like real quick that you can do as a reaction. In the last time.
Can I knock him down?
Sure. Give me
Super's
a shove
leg.
attack.
Super's leg.
So it'd be a strength against his
Athletics?
Yeah, legs.
Natural athletics.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! 18.
18.
17.
Woohoo!
You slide, you dodge, and you kick at his legs. He falls prone.
That's something I learned while fighting against Varus.
Yep. The other one's going to take 2 swings at Elronfear. Wow, nat 20 on one of them.
Oh!
With the short swords, first one is only a 5, which means he, okay. And the other one, the nat 20, rolls a 1 on the dice, times 2, 2, plus 4, 6. That's going to be that. And at the end of it all is...
This dude.
Jumps up.
Is going to try and bring the sword onto the guy on the ground.
Cool,
Twice.
do it!
So with advantage, hits. Doesn't hit.
Oh!
Roll a 4 and a 7, unfortunately. Second, that attack is a 7 plus 3, so it's 10 damage on the guy you
10
struck.
points of damage.
10 points of damage.
So up first in the round is...
Now, back to the top of the round.
So
It's you.
Wait, no, it's Elronfear.
No, he
Oh!
moved his initiative back.
Then
and
is
that's
it this dude?
Huh?
Is it this dude?
No. Oh yeah, sorry. It is that one.
It's this dude.
Gonna jump.
I see that.
Dex check. With it. Yep.
Oh, is he gonna do
He
that?
literally just runs and does a backflip. Just lands.
Because he wants to.
Why?
Okay. Then I'm gonna. Okay. That's some amount of damage. At this point, you see coming in from. You see at this point the Fomorians are starting to get a bit more organized. 3 of them.
Oh,
3 of
fuck.
them are dead already.
Cool.
Nuvog is already standing up.
Cool. Cool, 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 cool.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Can you not get 30?
Oh yeah, 30.
30,
And you hear this a female voice yelling, "Over here!" Yep. And it's going to then take. You need to take 2 shots at Nuvog.
Why?
2.
Why are you doing that?
That hits.
I'm trying to help your mate.
And
You
that hits as
bitch.
well. 2 attacks.
Why though? Why?
16 plus 4 twice is plus 8. 24
Oh,
points of damage.
that's a lot of damage.
Okay.
And as you see once again, the brambles explode outward and wrap around this. The giant. Now he's going to. You see, her 2 shots massively fast, grabs another 2 arrows, fires again. Yep, action surge.
Hot.
Gonna hit both of those actually. 2 more bows. 10 and 8, 18. 18, so that's 100 and there we go.
Oh.
Now it's back to you.
Okay, cool. I am going to again take 2 shots against that guy with advantage.
Yep.
Because he's prone. And hit twice. Oh. First one with advantage is 18. Second one with advantage is 17 on the dice.
Both hit.
Yeah. I assume so. I'm gonna take 2 with double-handed.
Yep. I'm gonna say it before you.
I know. I
It's-
thought I wanted to, but I didn't. Oh, I should have rolled 2
It's
actually.
2d10
Yeah.
and 2d6, 1d6 for strike.
I only did 1d6 for the first one. So that is 8, 10, 18 plus 14 is 32 points damage.
32 points of damage. That is a lot of damage.
Yes,
So you strike twice at him on the ground. He tries to dodge out, but you hit him twice, and the flame starts washing completely over, and he is
Not looking good at all.
he starts to drag the poor guy.
Gonna
Yeah.
make an athletics check to try and hold his own weight.
Falls down, doesn't make
Damn
it,
it.
falls prone on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just.
Elronfear is however going
Elronfear.
to strike the other guy twice. Hits 1, misses 1. Yep.
Okay.
He's gonna then
he's gonna basically copy your action in a 2-handed sword.
Cool, do it.
that is not that much damage though.
Not that much damage.
It is that's 7, so it is there we go. A number.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. I'm gonna
back at the end of it is
The dude.
the dudes.
The
The
dude.
deputy.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stands up, is gonna try and put, is gonna
If he rolls with a natural one, I'm
He's gonna
fucking
try
serious
and-
legs
try and
again.
strike against you twice.
Cool, do it.
A 3 and 7 on the dice, so I'm
No.
just saying no. You parry both of them.
Oh!
He scowls at you as he uses bonus action.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30
Oh, I
over there.
forgot we could do that.
Teleports. Just Robbie here! The
wait.
other one is going to
As a reaction, I can't take a.
swing at him. No, it's teleport.
Yeah, no.
Teleports again.
Over there. This one sheaths, draws the bow, is gonna fire twice.
Cool.
Once at you, once at Elwyn Fear.
That is a lot.
Oh.
He's got a 17.
17, did he hit me?
Yeah.
No.
And on Elwyn
That
Fear,
misses.
that's a 22. On Elwyn Fear.
Ooh, not Elwyn Fear.
That is plus 4. That's 6 damage on Elwyn Fear. That is Elwyn Fear is now taking a decent hit.
How am I paying and calling a little guy?
Oh, yeah.
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 Focus. Now it is
Him going to
Be confused. Put down sword, pulls out his bow, gonna fire twice.
Cool.
no, so
Gonna fire twice because this is a bow, not a crossbow.
that is 1 hit, 1 miss. Damage on the guy that you shot, yes,
Cool.
is a plus 3 on damage. So it is
Takes the hit. It's bleeding profusely, burned all over, but still standing.
okay. Now at this point, you notice coming up from the breaking off from a different combat,
Okay.
you see one of the robed figures.
Oh, no.
over here.
Oh,
You see him pull out a large maul.
no.
A maul.
Okay.
And he is then going to cast. You see him,
And you see what seems to be a group of small, flaming pixies start circling around, and he's cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, okay.
Concentrating. And
Okay.
5, 10,
Okay,
15,
okay.
20, 25, 30. You guys are
just out of range of that 15-foot radius, I believe.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, you were just out of range.
But he has Spirit Guardians cast around him.
Okay. It's more
And
defensive.
at the end, Nuvog
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's gonna try and charge.
at the Eladrin, the female Eladrin. Misses both strikes with his great club, strikes down. She seems to be just dancing around the club both times. She's gonna try and climb onto the club with a reaction. Can't kind of lift the club a bit too fast, but she didn't even take a glance at that.
Cool, back to the top.
She is going to use her action disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20.
She's buggering off.
Athletics check.
Climb, lashes down to the building.
Over here! And because Nuvok moves, I'm assuming you remember
Yeah!
how the wrangles of the Arcane Arch will work. Takes another 9 points of
Wait.
slashing
should
damage.
this guy also take as well? Wait, no, this guy. 'Cause he was.
They teleported. They both teleported. It has to be movement. Teleport doesn't count.
Okay.
Rose moves. The brambles are cutting into his skin as he moves.
Cool. So she's getting out of here.
Yeah, she's
Sweet.
Now that she's moved a bit closer, you can see she's wearing a long kind of cape, long, almost emerald green hair, and a veil over her face.
Oh, cool. Fun.
now it's back to you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna, it's half movement to get down, isn't it?
It's as much movement as it takes you to drop down.
Oh.
Because it's 10 feet, so give me a dex save. Give me an acrobatics check.
10 plus 4.
10 plus 4, you only take 2 points of falling damage.
Well, I'm raging.
It's a bit of then you only take 1.
Okay. Woo! I'm going to go to this guy here. I'm gonna yell like, grab your brother! And I'm gonna put a hand on this guy and face step. You only do 20 feet, can I?
Yeah, because I mean, you can't face step with someone, but on a
Yes, I can.
spring ladder you can face step someone else.
Oh!
You can touch someone else and teleport them.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport him. It's only 20 feet, isn't it?
30.
30? Okay, so he's lying like here, yeah?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That's a building that's higher.
Oh.
Oh, but you can try and teleport him to the top of the building.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Yep.
So I'm going to, so it's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, buggering off over here.
Okay. See, as you do that, the spring eladrin.
Oh, actually, I'm also going to use my action to dash.
Cool.
5 then.
You get the hell out of there. You start running off. The chaos around you. They mostly ignore you,
brother!
the hooded figure, as this small gorilla of spring eladrin. As you run off, give me a perception check.
Oh, nice, 21.
You break off. As you look around, you notice a lot of the eladrins, the attacking ones, were keeping an eye on you. And the moment you run, they start breaking off.
Oh! Guy defense squad! Guy defense squad!
Now it is the Elven Thorn, one of the brothers,
Yeah.
jumps down 5, 10, 15, 20, uses action to dash.
Get your fucking brother!
Picks up his brother, uses action to dash, and only over there though.
Oh shit. Can his brother get up on his turn?
Yeah, when you start his brother down. Now the two archers gonna fire 1 shot, 2 shots at each brother. Hits 1, misses another one,
Oh
takes 7
No,
points of
boy.
damage.
no! Not the loser squad!
Not the loser squad. There we go. And the other 2 attacks are on the other brother. 1 hit, 1 miss again. And that's a lot of damage. That's 12 damage. That is a lot of damage. They both take hits, but they keep running.
Yeah, cool.
This point, as you run past, you notice a little, as another ladder teleports up on this building and starts shaking this guy up, running off with this guy.
Okay, I'm assuming that's a good person. I'm gonna hope and pray. I saw the. Could I?
At this point, Raphael gets up, starts running as well. No, he's still there.
Oh, is he?
The war priest now,
Oh,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
No!
affected by the spirit guardians,
No!
has to make a wisdom save.
Oh.
Fails it terribly. Takes 10, 16 points of radiant damage. That is
A lot of damage.
not looking good.
Oh.
And it's back to Nuvok. Nuvok's like, bring them to me! And he's going to try and run over here. Has to use his action to dash though. But he's just like trying to clamber over the building.
Jesus.
As you're looking back to her turn, and you see as Nuvok pops his head up, she's just pointing an arrow straight at his face, like winks. The arrow goes straight into his eye, and she pops out of existence.
Yes. He still has his face there.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
Oh, so he does. Then in his turn, he pops out of there. At this point, you guys are now running away.
Bravely ran away.
Yeah, you bravely ran away. You bravely ran away.
This fucking whole entire session has just been, and then Kayane Bray ran away.
They bravely ran away, indeed.
Rana, Bray.
Rana, bray. Oh my god. What are you doing to me? And now we're going to switch to a chase scene.
Oh no! Can't you just let us get away?
Nope. They don't want to let you get away. At this point, there are the groups of other guards kind of coming in They see you running, and a few of them break off and start chasing you. And as you look around, you see the spring ladders that came. Now you notice they're all spring ladders.
Oh my god!
All like just jumping from building to building, basically effortlessly. A few of them kind of seem to fall off and then teleport.
That's so cool.
Teleport forward.
How do you use that?
We're gonna use the same initiative as before. So, first of all, give me a dex saving throw.
Oh my god, no! Oh my god, no! That's a 200 dice plus 5, 7!
Okay.
You sort of run, but you don't look at this small sort of puddle.
Oh.
You step on it, you slip ever so slightly. Give me a dex save again.
17 plus
17.
5.
You managed to sort of catch
23.
yourself, but you've lost some distance.
Fuck!
And the guards behind you starting to get closer.
Fuck!
These two. Nothing happens on him. Athletics check makes it.
You see a random passerby kind of gets in front of Elronthir. Elronthir hesitates for a moment, then just barges straight through this person down into the floor.
Nice!
Sorry!
Nice!
Keeps running.
Good boy, Elron.
Both of them. DC strength saving throw.
Man, you see one of the guards chasing you kind of just smashes through a door that has just opened. Literally the door shatters as he keeps running. So both of them are going to fire shots at you. A 16 misses you, which is the highest, so both go wide. You hear the rumbling footsteps of Nuvog and
You're mine! He still has to make a complication check though. Nothing happens to him.
Oh
starts sprinting.
okay.
Back to you.
Okay.
So actually, not back to you.
You see another 2 arrows hit the guards behind you. They both make contact, not trip over. One of them tripped over his own feet, rolls and falls. As you look up, you see the same Aladdin that was fighting Nuvog, kind of looking down at you and then keeps running. Doesn't wave. Nothing happens for this one for you. Do you want to do anything? Run?
No, I'm gonna try and just fucking run. I'm just running.
Sprinting as fast as you can.
Yeah, double dash.
Elronthir. Yeah. Oh.
Oh no.
Elronthir starts to dodge out the way of someone and loses a bit of ground.
No, my boy.
Okay. Oh.
Once, same with Xanath. He has to skirt away, loses a bit of ground.
The archer, the one remaining guy, doesn't have any complications to try and shoot at you again.
Oh, natural 20
Yep,
and
it's
20 total.
Yep. Am I still raging?
No, this would be after the round is over, so you no longer be raging. Oh,
Okay.
that is
Okay.
24 points of piercing damage. And the other one is 8 points of piercing damage.
Barely keep going.
How far ahead of these guys am I?
Huh?
How far ahead of these guys am I?
Probably a good 70 feet.
7 feet. And they took their actions to fire,
Yeah.
so they're not double dashing.
No, they're not.
If I double dash in this turn, would I be able to get out of their range?
Probably.
Well, you have to make a con save to double. You have to make a con check to double dash. Because you've already used 2 double dashes.
How many double dashes do I get?
Equivalent to your con roll. Anyways, 2.
Well, then I'm just going to use my bonus action to shove it at the other person.
Sure.
How much does that do again?
Great Healing Potion
Yeah.
is 44. The 44 one.
So sure yourself?
44 to 4.
44 before?
Yep.
Oh, there's more than that.
No, because it's greater than the superior. Superior is the stronger one.
Ugh, that's fucking bollocks. That's 2, 4, plus 4 is 8, it's 11, 12. Actually,
Are you going to use your action to dash?
yeah.
Yeah, it's still cost you the con save. I
Well,
mean, you can't bonus action dash normally.
that's true.
So give me a con save.
Yeah. Okay. 19 on the dice.
19 with dice, yeah, you're fine. You keep running. Start dodging through alleyways. You see Elrond, Fear, and Zenith both start keeping up. Raphael, same.
Yes.
They both kind of
Yes.
start running, catch up with you.
Cool.
Then they start they start following you. They start sort of snaking in the same alleyways as you do, and eventually you see in the far off the gates.
Does there seem to be any basilisks at the gates?
Yeah, same squad, 2 basilisks.
When you get to the gates, cover your eyes, and I'm just gonna keep fucking going. And
Okay.
as soon as I get anywhere near the basilisk, I'm just gonna fucking cover it and keep bolting.
Cool. Then. Okay. You've got 1 hit point left. Give me a quick.
I have
12. Then you feel as you approach, you keep running forward because you know the gate's straight in front.
Yeah.
But you feel this strike on your side. One of the rolls trying to hit you. You take 8 points of slashing damage
8 points of slashing? Okay.
as this guy strikes your side with a short sword.
Okay.
Same.
Strikes me with a short sword?
Yep.
You go close enough to hit me with a short sword?
You pass right next to him.
Oh, that's Basilisk dudes.
Yeah. That's a squad.
Okay, that's the squad. Okay, cool.
Like you hear this voice, no walk at the back. Stop them! Drop the gates!
No.
Okay. You keep running. And eventually you hear this.
Ah.
And you're passing, and at this point you notice your feet stop hitting hard ground, and now you're running in open field.
Did we get past it?
You've managed to exit the city.
Okay, like-
You look behind, and the gate slams shut.
As
And you see-
soon as that happens, I'm gonna let my fucking hood down and show off a fucking tattoo.
Let's see if anyone sees it. Newborn sees it. Slams against the gate, looks at you.
Go past him doing this.
As you look back, you see a few of the spring aladdin just straight up vaulting over the giant walls. After coming towards the ground, teleport
Lads.
and land rolling.
Mad lads.
Mad
Absolute
lads.
Mad lads.
And just like that, you run off into the forest. You will pay for this!
Fuck you!
And just like that, it is over. This scene is.
That was great, Harvey.
Thank you.
Ah. Thank you, Brian.
So cool, so many things.
I know.
All because you just shot a guy in the face.
Shoot the Fomorian in the face.
In the face.
I mean, no, that shit was gonna go down whether you look for it or not, but
Yeah,
the
no.
fact that the Fomorian was that you
I
you
said
had been
that.
seen.
Yeah, no. I didn't care. I wanted to help that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? Did he go in?
What?
Did he go in?
Yeah, the one that she was looking to save Goal.
Yeah.
As you keep running, give me another con save.
Okay.
You do not get exhaustion.
5 plus 3.
3 and 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah. Fuck not again!
And at this point, it is starting. You're starting to see the moon rise. So that it's starting to get that late.
God.
It was nighttime, and eventually you come to a stop. Look around you. You're like catching your breath. Before looking around, you hear this the voice of Elrothir. Where's Henryth?
No.
Didn't roll good enough. He got caught by the gate.
Oh.
So you look up and you see effectively only Elrothir and Xanis are there. Arith, one of the twins, is nowhere to be seen.
Fuck. I'm gonna put a hand on Alpha's shoulder and just like, you have to go back and get him. I mean, if you want to. You don't have to, but he's your friends.
At that point, Xanis, so like, his face kind of like steeled, just turns and starts walking back.
What, back towards the gate?
Yeah, Xanis, the other one of the twins. Make a wisdom check. Looks at you.
If you need to go after him, then you're journey with me and see. And that's fine.
We'll all be together in Arvalor. Turns, starts running after Xanis.
Good luck, boys!
They
Yeah.
they get lost in the trees, and that
Go
like
for
just
it,
like
this
that.
is
Elrathir. Oh my god, that was a Skype call. I am going to.
fun! You can pause the recording.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Anywho, at that point you are now once again on the force.
So the spring launcher is just buggered off at some point.
You can't see.
Okay. And I still have no idea where the fuck I'm going! Wait. Picking out all the food.
You see it.
As I realize that, I'm just gonna against the tree. Fuck.
You're sort of like bashing your head. You know, you shouldn't do that in the trees. You hear a voice behind you.
Sorry.
You turn back.
Yeah.
Standing there is the same string lineman that was fighting Nulog. Now that you look at her closer, she. How tall are you?
I am, as Kai, I am 5'11", I think.
5'11".
And as Ki, I'm 6 foot.
Good. And she is a few inches shorter than you.
Oh.
She is about 5'ish. You know, with sort of what you consider grass green skin with a veil over her face,
Okay.
with a kind of emerald green hair. She sort of walks up to you, looks at you, lifts up your chin. So, you're the one. Okay. Turns around, starts walking off.
But wait, yeah, but wait,
Just follow me.
okay.
She just starts walking. You gonna follow her?
Yeah, so who are you then?
She's not. She doesn't.
No, okay. I'm assuming you know who I am. Rude not to, offer your name if you know someone else's.
She doesn't answer.
Okay, cool.
Do you keep following her?
Yeah, I keep following.
Cool. She keeps walking for like an hour, making me con save because this is past your forced march time. You'll be there on the city.
Past my bedtime.
Past your bedtime.
Con save. That's an 11.
11. That's just enough to pass.
Oh, it's over 10.
So it's starting to drain your stamina to keep walking this long in the day. Sort of keep walking, and you're starting to breathe ever so slightly heavier, and she seems to pick this up. If you can't maintain this pace after a whole day of travel, then I think you might have chose wrong.
Excuse me. It's been a whole day of travel. 2, I've spent the entire day getting chased around by those fucking things. And 2, I'm not feeling so hot at the moment. I don't know if you can tell. I have been scratched up. I've been shot by arrows and gesture to the arrow in my stomach. And I'm not feeling so good. So, forgive me for not being as chosen one-esque as you imagined.
She doesn't answer. Just keep walking.
Fucking gonna keep following her.
She keeps guiding you for another hour of just
walking in the same direction. And she sort of looks aside and you see multiple other spring alive kind of walking in the same direction.
Oh.
Not anywhere near you, sort of cast about 30, 40 feet away
Yeah.
from the trees. You know they're not safe.
Oh. 17 plus 3.
17, you manage to hold yourself together. Another hour passes. Roll again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You just wanting me to fucking collapse.
Is there a saving room?
13.
13. That is just enough to pass this third one. After the end of the third hour of force march. It's starting to take a toll.
How
A pretty harsh toll. Toll. Come on, I've seen you face far worse. He keeps speaking. After the fourth hour, you know
It's been a long day.
What do you have for all of us?
Oh, natural 1.
Natural 1. Knock off another 2 points of exhaustion.
2 points of exhaustion.
That
so
one,
it's
yeah.
me on 3 points of exhaustion.
Yeah, you're moving at half speed now. At this point, it's getting tough to follow, and a couple times you kind of lose sight of her as she walks off.
The fuck?
Then every time she just like pops up out of behind a tree. Okay.
Please don't make fun of me.
We'll stop here.
Thank you.
Well, at least you will. Keep walking south and you'll find me. Keep walking.
Yay.
Just, and you collapse.
Yeah, no, it's 3 points of exhaustion.
It is.
Kai's not even gonna even try and be like a good soldier. I'm not even gonna try any of the tips my uncle taught me. I'm just gonna fucking collapse.
You collapse down and you just fall into the ground.
And when I come back to being summer legend.
Cool.
Yeah, listen, if she doesn't have to be anything else, she just defaults.
No, that's fine. I just sort of like lets the tyrant get out there and crawl over you and fall into your trance. You sort of like open your eyes again, and once again you are in the fog surrounded forest. So you look up, and this time you're not even just on the same. You're once again back in the with the rocks, sort of leaning on one of them. And sort of already kind of standing over you is the same massive figure of Sehemi, like just literally just, she's kind of like leaning so she's just like about that distance from your face as you open your eyes.
Hi.
Good morning.
You're not disappointed in me, are you?
Oh, absolutely not.
Good.
Then we are having a wondrous time in Avondale. Sorry to say, but they didn't make it. But you did manage to accomplish your mission.
I mean, I'm not there yet.
Well, you found the golden leaf, haven't you? Yes, you have. Indeed. Oh, you mortals, so adorable. Everything has to mean something to you.
I mean, what? I'm not that smart, I'm
She just like
sorry.
just smiles at you. Oh no, I know. I've been watching you.
Even for mortals, I'm not that smart. So, what?
You'll see soon enough.
Okay.
I just thought I'd come in and say hi.
Hi. How's things going with you?
Coral, I'm still being an ass.
Oh, is he? That's a shame.
By the way, I just sort of like waves a hand and the literal just the plants in the underworld around you just grow into this throne and she just like sits down. I'm curious. What do you think we are?
Knowing you is probably some kind of dream.
Oh yes, but
Yeah.
whose dream? Mine, yours, someone else's entirely.
Look, I went to sleep recently. It's probably my.
Yes, and at the same time no. You see, when Coralon cast your race down into the mortal realm,
Okay.
he gave you the ability to look into past lives, but you have now called trance. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, trance.
Well, you of course know how trance works.
I mean, yeah, if I stop what I'm doing, I relax, and I can remember stuff, and it's usually, it depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's really bad stuff, and sometimes it's really good stuff, and sometimes when I was younger, it was other people's stuffs.
But it's always something that's already happened, isn't it?
Yes.
Has this happened before?
I mean, not necessarily this, but I've had dreams before. But
This is
only
neither,
ever with Coralon.
this is neither a dream nor a trance. Your consciousness is somewhat separated from your body. Right now, as you leans over and puts like taps your forehead with a finger, we are inside your head, yeah. Literally inside your head. But at least a spiritual presentation of it. Quite spacious, if I may say so myself.
It's because there's not an awful lot in here.
No, I still sometimes wonder what that is, and she points at the ruins.
What the arch? What was the arch? Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
I mean, it's your head. You don't know, and no one will.
Well, apparently it was a gateway back, but if it's in my head, I don't think it would have worked after the second
Oh,
one.
it never was a gateway back.
Oh, what was it? Okay. I get it. Ah, okay. Okay. I understand.
Had you decided to cross it, I would have been forced to put it lightly, lock you inside your own head for eternity. Well, that's to put it lightly.
Cool.
Really? But
Well, no, it would have been shit. But it's a cool idea, a cool thought to be trapped inside your own mind.
what do you see when you look at this, dear?
Rubble.
Something broken?
Yeah, because
Something-
yeah.
Old. Let's look. And she points towards sort of like the main two columns that were, when we first were here, almost completely covered with creepers and like crumbling. It feels like it was only held together by the insane amount of creepers that were covering it.
Mm-hmm.
The creepers seem to have receded quite a bit.
Huh.
Something's going on.
Yeah, I can see that. But I don't know what.
Oh, I just wanted to point that out. Toodaloo. And she
Okay.
taps your head. You're flung back into the real world. And you look around, you're in the same forest.
Okay, so I got my exhaustion back.
Yes, you have back.
All of them or just one? Just
All.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm back up to 2 rages and all my hit points. Woo! Yay! I've never actually taken a short rest here.
No, you haven't. I think you haven't.
Oh, I haven't.
So as you wake up, you look around, I believe you still have a couple of rations left.
Yeah, I have 2 days worth of rations.
And what are you going to do now?
I am going to find the sun again and get out of here.
It's by the time you come to, it's already probably about 10 in the morning, so the sun is risen somewhat, but you can still somehow tell.
Yeah, as long as it's not midday, you
Yeah.
can tell where the sun is. Yeah, so yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take 1 day's worth of rations off.
Yeah.
And I got 1 left, and I'm gonna take my turkey and I'm gonna go use up to here.
Cool. As you keep on advancing southward,
Okay.
eventually you start noticing that the trees start to become wilder. The roots kind of bulge out of the earth more. It's a bit harder to find footing. You notice more animals start appearing that you hadn't seen before when you first approached the city.
I'm just gonna be respectful, I'm not gonna be a dick.
I know.
Yeah, I know it's
No,
it's
first
the
starts
thing
with like
I've
little,
lived here for a while. I know what to do with it.
little squirrels, little rabbits, literally, foxes. You can look. Eventually, a couple hours pass, and you look to one side, and you see what seems to be a small pack of wolves, sort of led by a very large kind of silver wolf. Looks like it seems to be the silver wolf is looking straight at you. Takes off. Keep walking.
Yep.
Sort of look around. It's starting to get tougher to catch your bearings. All the trees seem, in forest you can tell trees apart somewhat. It's starting to get harder to tell these trees apart.
Mm.
They seem to be very slowly just becoming mirrors of each other.
Mm.
After about 3 hours of walking south, a small fog starts to creep in.
Oh, wonderful. Keep going.
As you keep on, give me wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Oh. Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Ugh. Ugh. 7.
7. Okay. Just you sort of keep walking for about another 2 or so hours. A few times you kind of the trees kind of get a bit too edge, you have to take a bit of a detour. Sort of look around, and eventually you feel like you're not making any progress. You sort of look to your right and you see the same silver wolf there,
Oh my god.
looking at you.
I.
Takes off.
I'm gonna follow.
Wanna follow?
Yeah.
Cool. The wolf starts sprinting
Yeah.
away. If you want to follow, you're gonna have to start running.
Yeah, sure.
Probably.
Got it on.
Give me a survival check.
Okay.
Following properly.
Okay. Ugh! 9.
9. You try to keep up, but it's just you're not used to this kind of dense forest terrain, and eventually you lose sight of him.
Never mind then. Good. Tell me the sun is.
No. The canopy's too dense, completely lost out of the sun. You don't even know how you can see. The canopy's so dense there shouldn't be any light down here.
Right. And this wolf has thoroughly got me lost off track. Hooray! Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of walk. I should have kept on that path. So I should have done. I'm just gonna. Last place I saw the wolf running to, and I was just gonna walk in a straight line from there.
Sure. Just walking into the wisdom check.
Please be better. Significantly better. That's a 19.
19. Good. You keep advancing. As you keep advancing, once again, you see the wolf, and this time you see it sort of just nods, takes off in a completely different direction as last time. Keep walking.
No, you nodded. No, I'm gonna keep
Just
going.
nodded, and he turned. Every time you turn short in the same direction, this time he turned and nudges back from where he seemed to have come.
But he nodded.
Yes, he nodded.
Is it going in the right direction?
You saw the wolf nod. What it means.
Keep walking forward.
Keep walking.
Listen, I'm not that
I
smart.
know. It's not.
Monica isn't that
Not
smart.
too hard.
Neither is Kai.
Keep walking. Another 2 or so hours pass. Probably coming close to the 7th hour or so of travel. And this time, what you see, the fog starts getting denser.
Cool.
And you keep walking. It's starting to get hard to see directly in front of you.
Seems promising.
And something sort of like blink, and in the span of you blinking, the very fine moment of darkness, you bump into something. reach behind you, only reach behind the neck.
No, here?
You start holding your leg up, your hand up, keeps going up, keeps going up.
Oh,
Eventually you look upwards and you're standing right in front of this humongous elk, just sort of looking down at you.
I'm gonna scratch my hand.
No reaction.
Do you know, where Ty is?
Sort of tilts his head. Tilts his
Yeah, I'm
head.
gonna follow it.
Yeah.
No.
Don't worry, no answer.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going this way. Now, have a nice journey. I'm saying this all slowly, by the way.
Yeah, turn around. You sort of tour around?
I'm gonna get to, like, because I'm assuming I hit one of his legs, I'm gonna go around to the side of that leg was on and just kind of walk past him.
Yeah, you just walk past him. Eventually the fog just kind of closes behind you, and then you hear from the same direction, in Sylvan, only those on the true path can find the golden leaf.
Okay.
Let the woods guide you.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna keep walking.
Keep walking.
I mean, only the woods can guide me. I'm gonna try and find the nearest tree and
Yeah.
my way to it. Tree. Follow my gut, basically.
Give me one final wisdom check.
Oh, please be good. 10.
10. Okay. So start entries. You sort of get the feeling that you look around and a lot of them seem very, very subtle, but you every now and then you catch this tree that no matter how you look at it, seems to be a mirror of one very, very close by, like almost a perfect mirror. You sort of start following those. You put one hand on them, and the moment you sort of look behind it, you see the next mirror. You follow that one, do the same thing over and over for almost an hour, until eventually the mists start clearing. Until they clear almost completely. And you notice that right in front of you is this massive gate, metal gate. Either it's made of gold or gold plated, and you see this circle with a golden leaf, a three-pointed leaf in the center. And as you look at standing in front of the gate is the same lantern. Finally!
Yeah, it took me a while.
Took you long enough. In any case, she turns around and starts walking, and she, with a very light tap of the gate, just swing open and welcome to the Hunters of the Golden Leaf. I am Ray. And right there and then, we're at the game.
Finally, someone used my name! It's usually just Kai!
Kayane Ray.
Kai, nice name! Yes, thank you, Holly. That was great.
Thank you. I do my best
Yes, I know you
to make these things good for you.
do. I know, it was very good. Holy shit.
And I believe that's going to be the end of this
Part.
episode.
Yes.
This part. So, lest you wish to say anything,
No, I'm good.
and please, whoever's watching, forgive for the somewhat slow and unprepared first part of the session.
Maybe so.
Maybe so. But if you enjoyed it, soon more and better.
Soon more and better.
Soon more and better indeed. And just like that, same as last time, thanks for watching and stay awesome.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Sure, cut right into the middle of that.
Yep.
Bye-bye.